up, YouTube? We're back with another episode of What the Hell Am I Doing? Today, I've got a really cool Explorer for you guys. I believe this home's a late 1800s, early 1900s home. It's a beautiful stone home. The place I'm talking about is this place right here behind me. I think this is going to be a really, really cool place to explore. But before we do, I just want to wish Tommy a very happy birthday. Tommy's a longtime viewer of mine, a big supporter. Tommy, I want to wish you all the best tomorrow. I know it's not tonight, but happy birthday tomorrow from me and the rest of the contenders. All right, guys, let's check out the property and see what we can figure out about this place here behind me. Okay, guys, we're going to start this one outside the property. I'll just show you guys around real quick, and then we'll work our way in and see what she looks like. But this is the what is the front side of the house now. But I believe when this house was originally built, the house actually faced the other way, and this is originally the rear side. I'll explain that to you when we get around there. But you can see, it's a beautiful old stone house. Definitely field stone, probably right from this property. And I'm pretty sure this house is a late 1800s house, early 1900s. I will definitely leave any information I can in the comments so you guys know exactly what it is, if I can find out. But yeah, it's an amazing house. Absolutely amazing stonework. It's held up the test of time. It still looks pretty good. Those vines growing over the house would have been cool. It's got a beautiful dormer up there. It's even got some really nice woodwork above the window. And this place is on a fairly large property by most terms. Goes all the way to the road over there. I believe this road wasn't even a thought when this house was originally built. That's why I think this is the back side of the house. And of course now there's a hydro field running nearby, and they built the neighborhood just next door. So we'll go around this way, see if there's any clues as to how old this place is. As for how long it's been empty, I'm pretty sure this place has been empty for at least 20 years. If I can find that out, I'll also leave that information in the comments, in the description. You can see that's where the power was put into the house. Pretty old looking connection. The stonework here is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at it around the window. It's too bad they graffitied on this place, but you guys get the idea of how intricate the work is for the time that it was done. Again, that window there, just beautiful. And we've got an open window upstairs. I think this place might have original windows too. If that one up there is a sign of anything to come. This tree here is huge. As you guys can see, the property goes all the way back there. Now it looks like there was a garage there at one point that's been burned down. And here's the back side of the house. Now if you ask me, this is why I think at one point this was the front of the house. Because that's a pretty interesting entranceway to the house. It's almost like a foyer. So I think this house actually faced the other way, and this was the front when it was originally built. That's beautiful. And this might have been an add-on to the house, so I can tell you it's an add-on to the house. Look at the foundation of it. It's cinder block. This is probably an add-on they did. Well, if I look at it now, it's probably something they did in the 40s or 50s. But that's beautiful. The light that would have come into that room. The stairs going up are very basic. And this looks like how we're going to get into the house. Cool to show you that from inside. And they have an exterior entrance to the basement here, which unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this is closed. Yeah, so this is closed up, so unfortunately we won't be able to get in there unless there's another way from inside the house. You can see some of the lumber from the support beams there is rotting away. That's not good. And this place is starting to show signs of being in bad shape. Yeah, it's a very private little spot. At one point in time, this would have made for a beautiful home. Looks like they got a well there. And a well there. This is what this looks like from this side here. Alright, well, before we go in, just show you the remnants of this other building here. Yeah, so it looks like they had a barn or a garage at one point in time, and some idiots torched it. That's a shame. It looks like there's a little shed back there too, but I don't think that's going to be worth going over to. We have another garage here, so we'll take a look at that. Okay, so this might be the last thing we look at before we actually go in. So this was actually a garage. And there's not a whole lot in it. It's an older garage though, you can tell by the windows. But yeah. Would have been a cool little spot to do some work, but unfortunately there's not much to see here. So I guess we'll work our way over, see what's going on inside the house. See you guys there. Okay guys, so we're inside the house here. I really wanted to show you guys this entrance area. It's just absolutely grand. I'm just standing inside the door here so you guys can get a better look. But look at this. I mean, this was a room that's on the back side of the house. I believe this is actually the front of the house, or was the front of the house at one point in time. But look at this room. It's beautiful. We got a chandelier hanging in here. It was windowed on each side. Obviously they've boarded it up to keep people out. But this is just amazing. It's north facing, but the east and west windows would have been really cool in the morning and at night. Really cool. All right, so we'll turn around this way. We're in the main hallway of the house here. I'll kind of just take you guys through this place and we'll see what we can figure out. Right away, you can tell this place is a really old house. Just from the radiator that's left. And look at the trim. Those baseboards are like 15 inches tall. We got some really cool looking old wallpaper there. But around the doors, you got massive trim. This here is about 1.5 feet wide. Even the door. I mean, it's got some modern hardware on it. That's how you get down there, but that's an old door too. And as you look this way, there's some beautiful old architecture in this place. And yes, I said architecture funny there. That's really beautiful, that curve. But yeah, you can see the vandals have been here a little bit. I mean, you still got the retro wallpaper up there. But you can see they've busted the walls a bit, kicked holes through them. You got a fruit down there. I guess animals are coming in here too. This, under here, is just storage. Retrofitted closet. Oh, and somebody's been storing their food in here. Oh, wow. Oh, back there too. That's crazy. So somebody's squatting here, but I think it's an animal. There's the railing. Oh, wow. Okay, and well, we got a refrigerator blocking the stairs or the door. I'm not really sure. See if I can show you guys the stairs though. What's left of them. Yeah, so those are some beautiful old farmhouse stairs, which will go up from the other side, I suppose. It's too bad the railing's missing, but look at those stairs. Even after all the abuse, they still hold up. Okay, so we'll go this way first then. I just noticed they had some kind of marble tiling. Oh, it's not real. It's like laminate or I forget what they call it, linoleum. It's like linoleum tiling. That's the kitchen. Okay, and this is the living room. Oh. Whoa. Look at this wallpaper. I guess this is 80s wallpaper. That's a big, beautiful window. Wow. Original too. Look at that trim. That's an amazing window. We're very close to a train track. I think the train's passing through right now. Then you got those radiators again. This one's still intact. Wow. Crazy. The wallpaper in this room, I don't even know what to say. I will say, look how tall those baseboards are here. They're like 15 to 18 inches tall. Really crazy how tall those are. You got another original door. So I got the original hardware on it. Yeah, well, some of it. Look at that. Even the piping going upstairs was an afterthought in this house. That shows you how old this place might be. But yeah, that trim around the door. Absolutely beautiful and a total mismatch against this wallpaper. We got another door here. That's a little bit more modern hardware on it, but that's a solid door. And this is a real fireplace. That's a beauty. Again, that wallpaper though, it's like actually reflecting onto the ceiling. Look at that. Beers, bongs, and bangers. And it's a real fireplace. It's got a flue. So on each side of the fireplace here, at one point they had mirrors. You can see there's a mirror there that's still kind of remaining. The one over here is shattered all over the floor. Oh, and there's one on the side too. So those would add to the size of the room, kind of giving an illusion of size depending where you're looking at them from. Got another original radiator there with another beautiful farmhouse window. Just the size of that. You have no idea without seeing it in person how big these windows actually look. They're about 4 feet wide, 3.5, 4 feet wide. They're about 6 feet tall. They're massive. Just absolutely stunning. All the woodwork in this house is really cool. I mean, those baseboards being so tall, it's unreal. Like you can see it against the rad how tall that baseboard is. But even the woodwork around the fireplace here it's pretty old, but it's pretty nice looking. Fits in with the house. Pretty cool. And just to show you guys, this was another entrance into this room. But unfortunately, this fridge is in the way, and it's even labeled as fridge, in case you didn't know. So we're gonna go this way. Kind of work our way through this house and get upstairs. Check out this kitchen. It's a pretty decent sized kitchen. And at one point they had a fireplace in here, which they unfortunately filled in. Shows you how old the house is though, when you have fireplaces everywhere. That was for heating everything. Probably even would have been a stove in front so they could have cooked, or maybe a stove went into the insert at one point. But yeah, that's a massive radiator there. Wow. And again, we got these beautiful windows. They're original. They're original to the house. They're all smashed, unfortunately. Well, almost all smashed. This one isn't. This one's a little smaller, but it's still a very big window. Absolutely beautiful. And that trim work around it, like, you don't see that anymore. Look at that wood. That's really cool. Stunning. And I like that they stained it instead of painting it. You got some really old cabinets here. Now, I'm not the best at dating kitchen stuff like Tommy or John would be, but I would say this kitchen stuff looks more like 50s, maybe 40s. That's a cool little design in the wood there above the sink. Look at that rusty sink, wow. But yeah, there's obviously not much left in here. I like the plastic wine glass holder, that's cool. Is there anything in the drawers? Nah. Those slots under there. I believe Jamie pointed those out in a video not too long ago. Looks like it is a common thing in these older places. Oh, they had a tray that pulled out down there. That's cool. And we've got the old stove here. Well, stove and oven. It's an old General Electric. It's pretty cool. It's decaying away, really. The drip tray looks decent, but yeah, this thing's obviously seen better days, as has the range hood. That lining in there is pretty interesting too. Interesting choices. That's a cool little cover. I guess this would have been like maybe for like canned goods and whatever. Interesting, right beside the stove there. But again, even though the floor is a little modernized in this room, it still has the insanely tall baseboards. And again, the woodwork around the door also looks like, it might not actually be original to the house. This actually looks like it's trying to mimic it. You can see there's 2 layers of wood here. They're trying to mimic the look of the other parts. Oh, look at that. Just noticed that. In the corner there, they're actually using like old timber. That's beautiful. Absolutely amazing. This would have been amazing to have a fireplace in the kitchen. I'll just show you guys the kitchen from this perspective here. At one point in time, this would have been amazing. Even though it's very modern or modest looking, would have been a cozy place to spend your mornings and nights for breakfast and dinner. Underneath that light here, where probably a table once sat. Very cool kitchen. Well, they got a rocket ship on the wall there. This looks like a kid's room, kind of. That one really lit up. Yeah, so the woodwork in here is interesting. It's actually wood. They've painted over it, and they've, kind of done this room up a bit. Again, you've got exposed pipes there. And they got another really big rad here in front of yet another original window. I love that these houses have the original windows so many times. It's just too bad they're broken. Now those are pretty custom made shutters for the windows. I'd say whoever lived here made them themselves. Not the best, but they do the job. Over here, this is kind of cool. So this is like a bookshelf area. But they've got that up there. That's pretty neat. That's got some good woodwork on it too. Interesting. There's also that kind of woodwork up there, which unfortunately somebody has broken. But there was obviously shelves in here at one point too. So I don't know if this was like a kid's room or if this was just like maybe a playroom or a library type area. Very interesting though. So out here, I didn't even notice it over there because there's so much debris on the floor, but we still have the original plank floors, which would have been beautiful in this place. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, when we came down this hall, I didn't even notice them because of all the crap that's on the floor. But here's the stairs going upstairs from here. What a perspective this is. I mean, these were beautiful stairs. I wish they had the banister still. All right, let's go up. Again, the wallpaper is very retro here. Follows all the way through the house. That's cool. All right. It's always a little freaky when there's no railings. I don't know why. Okay, so it's kind of tight up here, but it looks like we got a few rooms to see. So we'll start off over here. We're at the north end of the stairs. Get another original door. that hardware. Too bad it's missing. And this is a closet. Wish they wallpapered like the rest of the house. Interestingly enough. Over here we got a bedroom. Up here the floors are still original. They're beautiful. Knotted pine floors. They've stained them, but they're absolutely beautiful. Look at this wallpaper, guys. What decade is that from? I'd say 70s, maybe 80s. This here could have been like 40s, 50s, 60s. It's pretty wild. So they just papered over the paper. And now we get to see it all. Again, up here the baseboards are very tall. They're not like downstairs though. About 6 or 7 inches tall in here. It's another big beautiful window that was original. And a very crudely installed phone line. But yeah, you can see those walls are plastered too. And this room has that classic farmhouse shape to the ceiling that I love pointing out to you guys. I just love it when these upstairs rooms look like this. Obviously you don't see that anymore. Wow, that's pretty cool. Got some really old hardware there. So we got a pegboard wall there, which is kind of unusual. Well, there's another door there. Is there hardware on that? No, but it has that old lock again. And we got another intact radiator there. Over here is an extension of the room. Oh, wow. And we got some really trippy wallpaper in here. Look at that. And we've got the old zoo wallpaper as well. Wow, that wallpaper's crazy. That's got to be 60s wallpaper. What do you guys think? And of course, this room has another big original window, which has unfortunately been smashed out. Look at that old plug. That old outlet down there. Of course, we got another huge radiator in this room that's intact, which is really cool. It's an interesting room, interesting bedroom. I'm assuming 2 people stayed up here. There was actually a door here at one point in time. I guess that's the one that's over there on the floor. Okay. Well, let's check out this big room and then we'll check out the bathroom. Yeah, so this must have been the master bedroom. This is a really big room. Look at that decay. Wow. Very cool. Again, it's got the original flooring. This flooring is actually in really good shape still. Somebody messed with the radiator here. They had little custom shutters for these windows too. And they wallpapered them. That's kind of cool. It's got that country home feel, doesn't it? It's definitely from a different time. Let's check out these closets over here. So those are the panels from the closet door there. They were sliding panels, I guess, at one point. Not anymore. Very empty closet. Decent size though. And over here, oh, this is cool. So they have a radiator for the room over here. They kind of built some shelving above it and turned it into a storage space. Very cool. And of course, this room has the original windows too. Look at that. It's unfortunate people had to vandalize this stuff. Beautiful room. Of course, it's got the roof shape again. Amazing stuff. All right, let's go see the bathroom, and I think that's going to wrap it up for this house. So that's interesting. As soon as you get to this part of the stair, where the stairs would have been, Obviously the railing went around, but they brought the tiles from the bathroom out into the hallway, which is an interesting choice. And so is the fact that the tiles on the countertop match the floor. This is a bit of a dated looking bathroom. I like how they have a radiator on the wall there. It's a pretty small one, but it's built in. It's what looks like cedar. Yes, it is cedar. Well, that's very cool. It's a cedar bathroom. Cool little tiled shelf up here that matches everything else. And the cedar goes right around the tub, which is a little odd to me. Whoa. Before I look down, let's look up at this. That's pretty wild. This house has been filled with some interesting wallpaper choices, has it not? And shockingly, we have a bit of a modern window. That might be a 70s or an 80s window, but that's the most modern thing we've seen in this house. Over here, oh, we have a medicine cabinet that's smashed. Nothing in it. Spring loaded, never seen that before. They had a couple cool sconces on the wall. And yeah, in case you're wondering, the brown bomber hasn't been here, guys. But if you look in the tub, it's a bit of a different story. Looks like they had a raccoon poo party here. And those faucets, wow. I'm sure Tommy and John will agree with me, but those faucets look like they're probably from the 40s or so. Pretty wild. We got a little cupboard here beside the shower. There's nothing in there. Well, guys, I think that's going to wrap this one up. It's unfortunate the basement was closed from outside. It would have been cool to see what was down there, see if the boiler was still here. But nonetheless, I think this was a cool explorer. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Okay, everybody, that's all the time we got for this one. Just a short one today. I hope you guys enjoyed this explore. Pretty cool old place with most of its charm and original features left, and some really crazy wallpaper choices. I don't think I've ever seen wallpaper like the stuff that we've seen in this house. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you did, please make sure you hit that like button to help me out in the algorithm. And of course, leave a comment after the episode. And if you haven't, please make sure you hit that subscribe button there. Check out last week's video there. Check out the random video up there. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.